Let me walk you through the first module, Scientific Method and Experimental Design. You see here that the content becomes available as you walk through it again. Um, these are always set up the same way. There's always going to be an overview, then what you need to know, what you need to see, what you need to do, and then the things you need to do, followed by optional materials. Click on the module overview. It'll tell you about what we're talking about, what the general principles are, why it matters, how you're going to demonstrate competency, and then the module activities. This walkthrough video that I'm recording right now will go right here. And it gives you a list of the kinds of things, of the different steps that you should be doing. So read the lab handout, watch the lecture, complete the Labster activity. And we're having issues with Labster right now, so we'll get to that in as soon as we have that figured out. And then a little, a little thing that I'm hoping is going to be fun for you to just kind of look at. Okay, it didn't let me do this quite yet. So yeah, okay. So then click on to know. Tells you what to pay attention to. Read this. The lab handout folder can be found here. So click on this link. And this link will get you to the termite folder or the scientific method folder. And lab handouts are right here. So you click on that. It gives you an option to see the termite behavior in either a Word or a PDF form. So if you click on that document, it'll open the PDF. And then you'll see these are also going to be set up kind of always the same way. There's going to be a core concept, general principles. And this is the first part is the lecture type. And then there's the question set. These are the things that you fill out. And I'm going to leave this just here for the moment. But I just want to give you, like I said, just an overview of what you're going to do. So this contains the background of the lecture. This here is a fun little thing that just talks about hypothesis testing. This guy gives a riddle basically and asks people to figure out what the rule is. And this actually tells you a lot about how science is done and how people aren't really very good at it. The next thing is what I want you to look at, and especially this time around, it's a little difficult to figure out what I want you to do. So go and watch this to see what the assignment is, how I want you to do the lab. It'll be very helpful. It's a few minutes that's very much worth your time. Um, because we're not going to be online this time around, right? Oh, no, we are going to be online. We're not going to be in person. One of the things I did is I have this website where I'm giving you the ability to watch videos of, and so when we're in lab, we would do this actually in person. This time around, I just want you to watch these videos that students have actually made while they were in lab in person. Once you're done with that, it's time for the assignments. And the assignments, I'm giving you access to the lab handout and the question set again. The question set literally is, it's just, oops, this wrong sheet. Where did I have it? The question set is the second part of the lab handout. So it's the things that you would normally fill out and hand in if we were in person. Because we're in the lab, because we're online, I'm doing this a little differently though. So once you read through this, you then get to number one, the lecture quiz. The lecture quiz asks you questions about, oh, you're going to have to view this assessment in order to do it. So do the lecture quiz and answer these questions. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just gonna say this here and submit this. Sure. Close this one, and then you can get to the next one. Close this out. Is it going to let me back to this one? Yeah. And then you can access this one. And this is the handout set quiz. And I actually wanted to let you look at that real quick. So this assessment here is this is where you do the lab work, and then you turn in basically the answers to the question set, right? So the question set had these questions related to, what's your observation, note your observation, and that kind of stuff. So watch these videos, do the observations, and then fill out these questions, and then submit this quiz, and that'll be basically the things that you have done in the lab. I hope this makes a little bit of sense. Um, and if it doesn't, this is just the overall run through, right? Um, I go over it in more detail in the demonstration section, in the video that's in the demonstration section. I hope this is helpful, and I hope you'll have some fun with this.